All right, we're back. Talk about Ice Cube coming back to live streams. Okay. Ice Cube returns to social media, says he's working in his contract with Black America. Several weeks ago, O'Shea Jackson, also known as Ice Cube, revealed his contract with Black America. It was discovered that the legendary rapper and Hollywood actor and producer had met with the Donald Trump administration to talk about his contract with Black America when Trump's senior advisor, Katrina Pierson, sent out a tweet thanking the mercurial artist for his willingness to step up and work with the Trump administration. The backlash was immediate. Sad to say, the Black community likes degeneracy and they like their free stuff and they don't like being pushed to better themselves and to actually, work with somebody who might be actually able to help you, despite of what public opinion says about them. You'd rather work with a party that has continuously used them for years and given nothing in return, but more chances to exterminate them through abortion and create single motherhood and destroy the Black family, traditional family unit every decade, and so on and so on. Ice Cube was one of the several popular Black rappers, including Curtis, 50 Cent Jackson, Lil Wayne, and others, who seemingly supported outgoing President Trump in his bid to be reelected. Cube has been radio silent as a recent until he took social media Monday evening to give an update. Sad, man, sad. Okay, just is, because he really did try to, help Black America, but Black America, you can see, just didn't want his help. Pretty much. That's just how it went. That's just how it went down. Yeah, what's up? It's your homie Ice Cube. I know a lot of people wondering, where I've been. I was real active before the election, talking about what's needed, specifically for the Black community. About 10 days or 2 weeks before the election, I pushed back, all the way pretty much until now, because I feel there was a lot of noise, a lot of poison, a lot of people with their own agendas, personal agendas, or party agendas. And, they really wanted to attack me for what I was doing because it was outside of the line of what they were doing or what they believed needed to be done. Q goes on to state that he has been working behind the scenes to rework his contract with Black America, CWBA. All right, let's hear what he has to say. Okay, here we go.
What's up?
Yes.
About 10 days or 2 weeks before the election, I pushed back until pretty much now. just felt there was a lot of noise, a lot of poison, a lot of people with their own agendas, personal agendas, or party agendas. And, they really wanted to attack me for what I was doing because it was outside of what they was doing, or what they believe needed to be done. So when you recognize people really don't want to get to the truth, they just want to perpetuate, their own narrative against you. It was time for me to push back because, honestly, I don't really care who's the president, as you can see. I understand that no matter who's the president, you got to push them to do things for you and your community. And so that's the agenda, to push whatever candidates in power, Republican or Democrat, to do on one part be way too long, and some of us are getting taken care of with that, a lot of the community is not. And so, I want to speak up when I see stuff like that. I just believe that when you really look at the problems we're going through, it's bipartisan, and you're really tripping if you don't look at both sides of the aisle and push both sides of the aisle to fix the problem. What's wrong with that? I think we got to try that because our problems are not being solved. And so, I've been working behind the scenes. A few major companies who want to do stuff, like you said, we would in the contract with Black America. We are modifying the contract. It's taking a minute because, we want to make sure, specifically hitting all the areas that we may have missed. So, that's what I've been doing for the last few days, away from social media, because social media puts a lot of poison in the air, and a lot of people don't really care about getting to the truth and the real business. They just want to figure out where they don't agree with you and hit you with it, And so I understand that game. I understand, I'm a big boy. I'm more than, rapper. I know y'all won't like to clump us all together when it's convenient for you. And then you don't give a fuck about us when it ain't. But it's cool. At the end of the day, we here to try to, if we can make things better for people, that's in our heart. And so it's in my heart. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I feel like it's a cleansing going on in our community because the real and the fake is separated. All the people who did what I was doing, I'm gonna just watch you and see what you get out the whole deal. You're talking about I was worried about getting some like taxes or some shit. Yeah, right. Anybody that would go through all this for some fucking taxes is an idiot. But at the end of the day, we'll watch you and see what you get. We'll watch the people see what they get. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. Behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. If you don't see me doing nothing, you'll hear about it. And that's it. That's how it was, that's how it is, that's how it shall be.
Sad, 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 sad. I mean, he was, he tried, man. He honestly did try to, bring some structure, some reform to the black community. Okay. But, they didn't want to hear that. And he got lambasted for it. I want to show you what he tried to save the black community from, because the black community, you're not going to like what I have to say, but, there's a lot of ignorance, and the powers that be capitalize on that. Okay? They don't want you to be smart. They don't want you to catch on and to see that, you need help. And they want you biting at anybody that tries to help the black community, who generally wants to help the black community. All right? And I think that the majority of people that claim to want to help the black community are sellouts, and they're paid off. Okay? That's what I honestly think. Okay? And I do think, is there social engineering with the black community? I believe so. And I'm going to show you just the ignorance that, that's going on. And what Ice Cube tried to at least help to keep this ignorance, at bay, or at least to cut it down. All right, so here we go. We're going to go into it. This is what goes on.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Oh, according to television, everything. White man could fly. Even a white woman, she could be 4'1". She knew karate. She could take down 15 people.
What are white people superior at?
Man. Oh, God.
What are white people superior at?
They just keep talking. Mostly about their pets.
White people love their dogs. Like, that's all you see. Cats. Letting them get on your countertops while you're cooking. Yes. I get that you love your pet, but like, you need to take it everywhere. Like, everywhere? I guess, hey, emotional support animals, I guess.
What exactly are white people superior?
Fuck, man. Like making cereal, casseroles.
What kind of casserole?
Tuna. It's always tuna. What do you mean? It's always tuna.
Using mayonnaise in a lot of their recipes.
Making bland food.
Unseasoned chicken.
How you gonna start whole spice wars if you don't even use seasoning like your food? I mean, come on. What exactly are white people superior?
Smelling funky.
Santa Claus. Extreme water sports.
Corn mazes.
White people are great at having fun. That's a function of white supremacy because they just don't have as many stresses as we do.
White people are very superior at their privilege and utilizing it. We do not have the privilege to do whatever and however we want to.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Not getting arrested.
I was driving down the street with, down the highway with a friend of mine who was white. When he's like, I just want to pull over and pee. And I'm in the passenger seat. And I was like, please don't. Because a black man thinks differently. If I pull over to the side of the road and pee, a cop is going to be right behind me to punish me. What exactly are white people superior at?
Insecurity? Pretending?
Fear, being fearful of nothing, being ignorant,
Blame.
letting their egos control their every move,
Privilege.
Privilege. Killing victim.
and the victim.
Congratulating themselves over shit that they're incompetent at or that should have already been done.
They're superior at being dicks.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Oppression, gaslighting,
Lack of empathy.
intellectualizing oppression. Did I say oppression? They're just creatively thinking of new ways of like always staying one step ahead of other people. Getting rid of slave catchers, then let's just expand the police force. Like that stuff to me is wild.
What exactly are white people superior at? Making us believe that we don't matter.
Believing that they're superior.
Feeling superior.
Thinking they're superior. Thinking that they're superior.
Thinking that they are superior.
Self-delusion, controlling the narrative.
Believing their own press.
Marketing of white superiority.
Whether you are Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're conservative, like white people are really good at upholding white supremacy.
How about claiming that, they are actually a whole separate race, when actually white DNA comes from the black female?
So what exactly are white people superior?
Honey, lying, stealing, and cheating, manipulation,
Withholding information.
lying,
Telling lies.
what kind of lies?
The lies of history. They say that history was written by the victor, but the victor could be replaced by the colonizer.
What are white people superior at?
Conquering.
Imperialism,
Imperialism.
colonizing,
Colonialism.
Colonization. They might be better at that than us and everybody else, really.
They ballsy. They rose up all over the world, and they walk into everybody's house and says, "Oh, this is nice. I'm gonna take your shit," and they have no qualms about it. They can take anything, baby.
What exactly are white people superior at?
They're real good at violence.
Violence, genocide.
It's like stealing people's lives just because they feel like it.
If you are white and you know this is happening and you say nothing, then you're a killer too. You are adopting a whole philosophy that says it's okay to do this, and part of that philosophy allows you to be ignorant, right? And they're like, "Oh, I didn't know."
What exactly are white people superior at?
Taking what's not there, taking shit.
Taking our ideas.
Copycat,
Gentrification.
appropriating things that do not belong to them, taking over other people's cultures, and making you believe that they invented it.
Maybe they're thinking of it as repurposing. It's like recycle and repurpose.
As my grandma would say, the white folk, they'll take it if you don't copyright it.
They are very good at destruction of land, destruction of people, destruction of humanness.
What exactly are white people superior at?
White people are not superior with anything.
Nothing.
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 I don't believe that they're superior in any way, shape, or form.
Just because our skin color is different, you're no better than me. You're no smarter than me. No superiority there.
I like what she said that right there. But, Ice Cube with this See What WA plan, it could, it was going to help a lot of black people with the racism in the real estate, in the housing market, the racism they feel they're exposed to by the police, accountability for black people, have cops lose their pension if they try to be abusive to non-whites, a whole bunch of stuff, things that were reformed, not just for the black community, but also for cops. It was going to be an equal footing. But black America, liberal black America, does not want that. They want to be looked at as victims. And you see most of these people just look at, they have a victim narrative. And this is what Ice Cube was trying to help people, black people, escape from. That we're all responsible for our own lives, regardless if we live in a racist country or not. Well, that's what I got to say for this. And if you like later.